Welcome brawlers, I'm the Hermit and I hope you're ready for some rat action. Because we are going to be playing Rat King Verminister. For 1 and a black, we get a 1/1 legendary rat avatar with Dissapear. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the field this turn, under your control you create a 1/1 black rat. And also you put a counter on the Rat King. Then you can tap Rat King and sacrifice 3 rats to return 1 creature and all other creature cards with the same name from your graveyard to the field. And what that means is we are going to be playing Rat Colony, 37 of them, so that we get as many of them as we can. Now they are 2/1s for 2 mana, but they get +1/+0 for each other rat we control, and obviously our deck can have any number of rat colonies. Then we have a couple of other slightly value rats in Volgra Rat, now in Vermin. The Vermin mills so we have something to reanimate, and the Volgra Rat disrupts our opponent by making them discard a card from their hand. We also run Duress, Inquisition, Mind Spike, and Thoughtseize for more discard. Then for some card draw we have Night's Whisper, Signing Blood, and for card advantage / milling we have Ripples of Undead. Another mill card is Quack Feast, but this one is more removal for creatures and planeswalkers. We also have Phyrexian Arena, Kuramonix. When it enters we get to look at the top 5 and keep our rats essentially. We also have Lord Skitter, makes rat tokens, Black Market Connections, card draw, and also rats. And we have a couple of ways to discount our rats in Herald's Corn, Jet Medallion, Gathering Stone, and if we get the right offer, I guess, with Gabriel, we can even get them for free. Because one of them discounts the black colored mana. Then at the top end we have Marauder for giving our rat sphere, so they can only be blocked by artifacts and or black creatures. We have Vanquisher's Banner and Chronicle of Victory for buffing our rats, but also giving us some more card draw whenever we cast one of them. And that's pretty much the deck. As long as we get our cheap rats, we can even get them cheaper. They become a really big threat. And since we have Dissapear, we have all the fetchlands we can, so that we can trigger it right the turn the Rat Kings come into play. And now let's get into the queue, get some rat going, and growing our rat colony as big as we can. Hang at the crossroads. Yeah, this hand is more like it. And I think we start with a swamp. Here I think it's Rat Colony, then Black Market Connections, and either Rat Colony into Verminister or Gathering Stone for the discount. Or maybe we play the Rat Colony here. No, Black Market is probably what we need to do. And I think we will use 2 modes here. Well, every turn we are going to get a token, a treasure, and a 3/2 colorless token. Okay, maybe we don't want the other token because they can exile it with Ophelia, and here they're going to get Hang as well as Yeah, and they're gonna trigger it twice thanks to Felia, so if they go infinite, if they have the infinite, they are able to get it here. Okay, not quite. But they might have it for the next turn. Oracle of the Alpha. Yeah, I'm not too confident about our position. But I guess we'll find out. Anything else, we might trade Red Colony for Felia. We don't mind the earth bending, I think. Okay, birthing ritual, so even more combo shenanigans. Okay, they send the token away. We take their Felia. And that is Voice of Victory. Let's see what they get with their ritual. A 3-drop it seems? A 2-drop. Okay. Charming Prince. They blink really Renegade Rallier, but it's not gonna have Revolt. Yeah, and I think we are in some trouble, but we are not losing just yet. Remand. Okay. That one stings a little bit. Let's make another rat here. Yeah, I think we lose either way because they can attack with 2, maybe. Okay. I was going to say if they earthbended another land, they might attack with everyone and we lose. No, but we are in trouble either way. Yeah. Because here we can just... They deal 2 damage on the air. And if they attack with everyone else, they have 2 tokens from Mobilize. And they just... Heroes for 6, we lose 2 black market connections. GG's, I guess. Obnixil is the adversary. Yeah, they will have a bunch of creatures. We don't. Care to see? Oh, actually, Spectacle of Destruction is a good take. Play the Rat King. Get a token. I guess we can also just discard here. Actually, interesting point.
Go so chaos will be. Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
Let's go to combat, attack this guy.
Well now, you've gone and ruined all my fun.
Okay, opponent tries to go after our Rat King, which means we sacrifice our port to get back our red colonies. To the command zone, please. Okay,
Work for me now, Rat.
yeah, that's annoying. Yes, we're gonna lose some more, or they're gonna replay Obnixilis, get a devil token. Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess that also works. Yeah, I guess the really part that beat us was the card draw more than the destruction, but also the fact that all of our stuff have one toughness. Maybe I needed to, well, definitely I needed to take Yawgmoth rather than the Spectacle. That was on me. GG's though. Katara, Waterbending Master. Guess we might as well. Turn 1 Duress. Mana Leak. Archmage's Charm. Because of Urborg, we can play the new Capena fetchland and also play our commander. Now the question here is, what is the follow-up? I guess we might spike. Aqua's Form, Security Bypass, Shore Up. I guess we take the charm. No, we take Cyclonic Rift. Yeah, we expected Malcolm. But here they play Katara. Marcus form. And they didn't get their land. So now we get to sign in block. Right. Subtlety, a red colony. There are a lot more where that came from. So let's attack with these guys. If they untap and jump, and yeah, we get to replace it and grow our Rat King. And yeah, I guess the land stuff messed them up. GG's. We will take it. Marius, Flyby Troller. So they want to discard. Let's help them a bit. Flame Slash Raid. Probably the Architect though. Maybe we should be playing this one slow, but I think we can afford to get one Rat King out. So the question is, do we Ripples or Rat Colony next turn? With Ripples we might guarantee our lands. But with the colony we put on more pressure. I guess since we drew the land, let's Rat Colony. Do we want to take their mana or protect our stuff? I guess protect our stuff is more important. Now here, what do they do? Okay, maybe they didn't get their land, so they play Arius or... Okay, so that's land. They are going to go for Malcolm. So we colony and Ripples. Well, first we attack in case they bounce the Rat Colony with their Burrower. They don't. So here they should play their Mox, maybe their Pilferer, and also Arius. But that's just my opinion. They seem to be waiting for Brazen Borrower. Or maybe to see what they draw with Malcolm. Yeah, for this one I don't run as much removal as I typically would like. Let's get the city. Going to name Rat. We play Gabriel and Kilarius, I think.
You should know I have standards, and I've yet to find.
Just because if we have enough rat colonies, then our opponent will be forced to block Kensan. Sure.
The sooner you're gone, the better.
That was a good play. They even missed their land drop in order to do that.
Clearly, I need.
We need a Lord effect, I think. Should we get anything here? Probably not. I don't know where it shows white, but at least it's uncounterable, so doesn't matter. Let's attack with one rat colony. Okay, they bounce Rat King. And I think we are very close to set up for a big reanimation. Let's decline, or maybe take the whisper. Like field hazard on a rat colony. They block the other one. That's a stifle. That's not the worst. mean, as long as we get to reanimate, we might win. But if we don't... Yeah, they needed to save that stifle for a reanimation. Okay, but they have the extra time. And I don't think we can pay ripples anymore. If we do, we will 100% lose. Yup, moth. Decline. Swamp. And I guess we pass. And this is... It all comes down to this turn, I think. If our opponent has an extra turn, we lose to Malcolm. They will definitely get one big trigger out of it. Name of Honor. To draw 2. Okay. The command zone. And opponent concedes to that. Okay. Yep, they needed to kill like 5 of them to be able to live. Maybe they have a couple. And if they try to go for the Rat King, they needed to do it earlier because we can activate at instant speed. So, kind of nervous for a while. I mean, they did get to cheat something out with Malcolm. It just wasn't good enough. GG's. Reya Ethereum Shaper. Rat. I guess we will play the medallion next. That looks like a removal, so dismember. And probably we would need Vanquish's Banner to save us. So let's see if we can work some magic. Cool sleep from opponent at least. Rat and rat. Deal 3 damage, gain life, -4, -4. Okay. We will take some damage for a while, I think. That's a One Ring from opponent. Okay, so let's untap and have some good stuff happen. Hunger Pack Assembler. A little slow, so reveal. It's rat. Ooh, we even got Lord Skitter. No attacks. Add all the black mana. And play all the rats. Yeah, they have 6, maybe 7, 8 mana. I guess they can sacrifice their entire board to kill us. Yeah, they have just enough mana to do it. GG's. Let's not make them do it. They have it. But at least we got to go off with our rats there. GG's. Kuya, another hard control deck, so shock protection for their commander. That needed to be a fetchlands turn. With less looting. If they attack with Kuya, we will block it and they can use their reanimation card. Well, protection. Hit the swarm. Okay, never mind. And the festivities. That is backbreaking for us. Yes, we should use Gabriel here. Minus on
Oh.
Transquia.
You want me to fight? Have a weak body to match your weak will.
Yeah, and every spell they cast is going to deal a bunch of damage to us. Probably going to be lethal. Just 2 spells is already... yeah. Each spell deals 3 times 2, 6. They have 1, they have another. GG's. Okay, I think we will try the rat colony after rat colony after rat colony strategy. So, our Minartok can sacrifice food to add mana and get a free fish. So, it's exciting for opponent at least. Tough cookie. Tidebander, wistfulness. They trade their tough cookie. Yeah, they are going to get 6 mana and possibly 2 fish, which will trade 1 for 1 with our rat colonies. So definitely not ideal. Okay. Let's concede here. Nahiri Forge in Fury. It's Inquisition. They have protection from black. That should be fun. But I guess they do need a creature to put the sword on. And they will get 1 for free. But for now we just play the Rat King, see how they play this one out. If they go for their sledge first, then we take their sword. They go for the sword, we take the sledge. Okay. We attack with the rat. If they block it, yeah, we get it back. Now they can get Nahiri here, but yeah, they don't want to. We have to big of a rat threat. GG's. So Kethis. And one thing after losing a couple of games, I just decided to take some of the more expensive cards. Well, some of them, not all of them. And just put in more rat colonies. We will see if that's good enough. Or that will come to haunt us. Priest. We don't mind that as much. We have swords. Okay. Ripples of Undead. So here we play a rat colony to rest their Heart of Kiran. And pass. I think we might play Rat King first. Is this a combo of some sort? Maybe. They will pay the life to take No One Left Behind and reanimate Tristan. Yeah, checks out. Yeah, it's gonna replace itself. You're just giving us another counter on the Rat King. Opponent makes a map token. right? Let's see how many rats can we play next turn. I think the game will depend on that. Abrupt decay. Unfortunate. Since they have breeze, we will not block. Okay. Yeah, they give persist to no one in particular. They take the damage for Plaza of Heroes. They finally play their commander. Shadow Spear. So I guess we will try to swing next turn, see if that's good enough. And if not, I think we will have a decent amount of rat colony left over. At 7 mana here. And we ran out of rat colony. They trade everyone. They can obviously recast them with Kethis, so they are not in shambles, but I don't think they are happy with their position. They have what? 8 mana, so they can cast up to 3 spells, maybe 4. Yeah, 4. I don't think we care about that. Oh, they can cast even more because this gives them a discount. Right. So I guess they can transform Greased and destroy your banner. Yeah, that's definitely gonna stop us. Okay. Yeah. GG's. Deserted. Master of the Breach. Guess we will start with the Rat King. And yeah, they're going to play an artifact if I had to guess. That ritual, Heuristic Study. Are we going to let them draw cards? Probably we shouldn't. Signet, and okay. Yep. This is kind of the easy games you get out of it, which are the other side of the coin of the games where we just lose because we have one toughness creatures. So we take it. GG's. Ents Krang. Ooh, and we have a Secret Tunnel, which is one of the better cards in this deck. Well, one of the better decks for this card because you give 2 creatures that share a type the ability to not be blocked. And that just works wonders. Search Ginger from opponent. Let's go for Jet Medallion. Attack. Affinity for artifacts. They draw until they have 4 cards.
Our actions determine the course. There is great power in the things we make.
We attack with these two guys. Ooh, and I don't think opponent wants to see that. Well, I guess they didn't read Secret Tunnel, so we will take it. Another construct. They play their hand out, refill it, thanks to Krang. Let's give our opponent a little shout out.
Secret tunnel.
Here they have the ability to sacrifice their lantern, but I don't think that does anything. And that is a win for us, for the rats and the secret tunnel. Funny that we got to see it in action. GG's. Fellows, can we beat Trofelos? I guess it's time to find out. Inquisition. We should take the court, I think. And I do like the 1/1 rats, but we need to put pressure with the rat colonies. Actually, that also helps the rat colonies, so maybe it's not the worst. We take the Thorn Mammoth. Attack. And they will probably try to trade from here on out. Just the one though. They should have traded for the Elvish Mystic, I think. Yeah, because they can buff everyone else with... their Alzor Shepherd. Okay. Yeah, I guess we were good enough to beat them. And that discard was probably what cinched the deal for us. No cord and no big payoff for the ramp. Thank you, Thoughtseize and Inquisition. And that's gonna be it for today, and I will be the first one to admit this deck didn't impress me much. just because some of the wins were not as satisfying as with others, but some of them you just steamroll your opponent and it's not as interactive. And yeah, particularly this version I built, I did not put any interaction at all. Well, I did put it initially, but then I removed it. All that is left is hand disruption. So with that said, probably definitely one of the more interesting commanders, I would admit, as far as the rat commanders go, just because you have the option to return all of the rats eventually. And probably the reason why I tended to overplay Rat King first rather than playing the colonies is because I wanted it to not have summoning sickness when we needed it. Probably needed to play it 1 or 2 turns later than I usually did. But as long as I triggered the fetchland Dissapear effect, I played it. Then as far as the top end of the corp, they are mixed so far, just because we suffer the most for the rats being 2/1s more than anything else, so buffing them is what really felt like a necessity for this deck. Also, milling didn't turn out to be as effective as just drawing the rats, playing them and having them trade for removal or for our opponent's creatures. So if this type of deck, if Rat Colony is your jam, then just play this one. Probably it's better than the other ones. Definitely felt better than Kuramonix, even though by a little, but a lot better than Marrow Knower. As for me, thank you for watching. I'm the Hermit, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.